Hey guys, Bad Wolf, also known as the Man in Black. I think I need my hat, right? Maybe I'll wear that in the next video. Um, so I was asked what laws are there for U.S. nationals because they're like, oh, you make it sound like you can kind of go out and do anything or whatever else. And you guys have to understand, like, these videos aren't like scripted. I don't have like a teleprompter where I'm reading back and forth. It's just all from the top of my head. I've got my little cheat sheet where I've got, what I'm going to talk about, and then I just go. Okay, so these are really almost nearly live recordings. Um, so laws for U.S. nationals. Essentially, you are supposed to be self-governed. Okay, so essentially, there are no laws. This is for educational purposes only. Um, but more so, there are laws of the land. Okay, so yes, like Supreme Court, Constitution, these are all things that are in place to kind of remind those people who might be a little wily that, hey, don't get froggy with the fact that you are a sovereign. Okay, so when the first people came to this country, they didn't ask for people's permission. They didn't say, hey, can I cross the street here? Can I do? No, because they're sovereigns. They're state citizens. They were free. Okay. Since then, yes, we put these laws and statutes in place, which are more so for U.S. citizens to govern, which at the time were the slaves. But all the other people before that time were sovereigns, and anything that they had to deal with, they disputed amongst themselves. And then eventually, this whole monkey business of the kangaroo courts and magistrates and whatever else BS from international bankers in England, all that crap came into play. So you have the freedom to do obviously common sense stuff. So basically, it's don't do to other people that you don't want the same things done to you. Don't infringe upon someone's rights. Um, obviously, common stuff is like don't steal, don't just shoot people, don't go out and cause crimes and chaos. So essentially, you're free, but you still should abide by what is good as a status quo, what's good for normal daily life. Can you speed in your car as a national? Yeah, but it's only going to draw attention to you as a national. Can you get away with it? Some people have. Other people have gotten tickets, even with their U.S. nationality card and all that stuff, because that's just what the officer wanted to do. Because once again, they still have the gun. No one is, as they say, above the law. So they'll still write you tickets, and you have to know how to deal with that from that point on, which is another video. So in general, it's common sense stuff. Continue to live a life as a good person. That's what a majority, like 95% of people do. It's the people who want to abuse that and then abuse this information and abuse the power and then be like, well, I'm this and blah, 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 blah. And then you piss off this person, they bring it up to their superiors. Now suddenly, like what they were trying to do before is everybody was going, oh, I'm an American sovereign or I'm a sovereign American. Well, what happened? These people went out with a piece of paper they typed up, did no research using this bogus name. I know what they mean, and they mean U.S. national, but they wrote their paperwork up. Sovereign American. I'm a sovereign American, which is not a real thing. You can be an American who has sovereign abilities, but as far as a nationality, there is no such thing as a sovereign American or an American sovereign. Okay, in their world. And in the outside world, yeah, you can call it, I guess, technically that if you want. But here's what happened. They went back and told people, these people are calling themselves sovereign Americans. They're spouting all these laws and Supreme Court rulings. So they were right. There are these rulings. There are people in the old days who were Americans who were sovereigns or Americans with sovereign abilities and powers. That's what you have as a U.S. national or state citizen. But it irked these people because these people were like, oh, I finally can get away with stuff with the cops and I can do whatever I want. La, 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 look at me. And they looked it up and they were like, yeah, there's no such thing in any of these nationalities that American sovereign or sovereign American exists. So they put those people on a watch list and basically called them terrorizers. All right. And so now when you get pulled over and if you say, well, I watched the Bad Wolves video, so I know I'm a sovereign American, or that, and they're like, oh, so you're one of the sovereign Americans, huh? Okay. Womp, womp, womp. Because they already hate that term. So what all lies apply to you? If you're a good person, you almost have no laws and rules, okay, because you're outside, you're in your own jurisdiction. If any of the states have these freedoms, okay, you have these freedoms. If God gave you these rights and to be able to live and whatever, you have them. But in general, you should always conduct yourselves as a majority of these laws and rules are in place for a reason, to keep people from going buck wild. And for those people who are going to do that kind of stuff anyway, they're going to do it anyway. All right? They've always been there. Almost all throughout history, most of the things have been put in place, not for the 95% of us, but for the 5% who do stupid shit. Okay? It's just what it is. So, yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Short video. Bad Wolf's over and out. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tell somebody out there who you've never told how you really feel about them, whether good or bad. Keep it real. All right, so take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I will chat with you later. Bad Wolf over and out. Everything you need to know is down below in the description box for files and discounts and whatever else. All kind of goodies. So that's about it. Talk to you later. Bye for now.